Well, good evening and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm Vern in the broadcast booth. Most of you guys probably know me, and you know my co-commentator in here, Michael McCauley.
Yep, we're here.
And we're a couple of minutes late. We apologize for it, but updates got me again, didn't they, McCauley?
They did. It was a surprise update.
Just like that. Oh, and there's Grumpy. How you doing, Grumpy? MMO radio style tonight, McCauley.
Yep.
Grumpy's fired up. I think we're fired up too.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Another 25%. We're going to see some cars maybe. We're going to get there one way or the other. Probably the other, but we'll get there, right, McCauley?
Can you guess who's the fastest right now while you're waiting?
While I'm waiting, the fastest, the Melon Man.
You're correct on that one.
There we go. Well, it's going to be tonight, and McCauley done let the cat out of the bag. Told us who the fastest in practice is. You got it, Melon Man, right, McCauley?
Yep.
So the Melon movement has started at Indianapolis already. It started in the chat, and the Melons are there. They're just there, McCauley.
Oh, they're there. They were there before us.
Oh, I hear cars. Oh, I see cars. The paints are not right. Let's get the paints updated here, and then we'll get our overlays up. And oh, somebody just got hit. Don't worry, those white cars will get paint jobs pretty quickly here.
Works pretty quick.
All right, so let me kill the iRacing screen and turn down that a notch or two. Make it real small in the bottom right-hand corner, and we'll get some overlays going. You'll notice your screen black out once or twice as we get these overlays fired up, and I think we'll be ready after that, McCauley.
Should be everything.
Click the button to load the theme, so long as that works, we're good to go. We did it, McCauley. We got overlays. Just like that, we look professional. I doubt we act that way, but we look it.
Right? We try.
I guess if you look it, do you really have to act it?
No.
Okay. As long as we got that straightened out, then I think we'll be fine. So the Melon movement is on pit road right now. But P2 on the board is Mike Rominger. Rominger, man, every week it seems like, McCauley.
Yeah.
That 29 car week in and week out, battling for wins here in the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. Mike Rominger not far off of the Melon movement there, Michael Atkins Jr. I think these guys are going to put on a show here at Indianapolis. You see who's third on the board, McCauley?
Roy Fernandez.
Yeah, he's bringing that 3-car off pit road right now. Gonna get that. I believe it's a Black Rifle Coffee Company car, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Long pit road to get around here. You come off
Definitely is.
pit road and you got to stay down on that access road until you get onto the back straightaway here, the long back straightaway. So 3 cars going to come up to speed now. And we only got about 25 seconds left in practice, McCauley.
Yep, that's qualifying.
I think we got this stream going just in the nick of time. Todd Cray is sitting... Oh.
6?
Is it yep, 6th on the board. He's not on the track right now, Captain Trouble, but he's 6th on the speed charts. We got Justin Gann. You know what? There's your top 10 in speed right there. Best way to do it. You got the melon movement at the top there with Michael Atkins Jr. Rominger was second in practice. Fernandez third. Justin Gann was fourth, and now it's going to reset because they're going into qualifying. That's a little harsh punishment there, Grumpy.
Man.
Next time we're late, McCulley's going to break out the spiked bat. Wasn't that on The Walking Dead?
I believe so.
I think that was. I can't remember what season, but I think that, what was that dude's name? Negan? That sound right?
It's been a while. I think
it was Negan that used that spiked bat. Then don't be late, he said. So we're actually in qualifying, and we're on the 3-car Roy Fernandez. He was third in practice. We're going to see where he can stick that thing in qualifying, and I'm sure down the long straightaways here, the draft can help you get a faster lap.
Oh, certainly.
I'm pretty sure of that, but in the corners, it's not really going to matter. Man, we're going to start calling you the Punisher, not Grumpy. It hurts a lot. He's used it on me many a times, Captain Trouble says. So now if we're late, McCulley, we're going to get beat with spike bats and going full sergeant mode on us.
I may never show up again then.
I know. That makes the guy just not even want to fire up the computer.
I know. I might sell it now. I might put it on Marketplace.
Getting out of it. Not getting on the interweb no more. We're not doing it.
I'm vanishing.
The Punisher ain't got shit on him, he said. All right, so where's the 3 going to land as he goes by the start-finish line? P1. But we ain't had too many of them make a lap yet, so let's find the 56 car, John Wimbish, and let's quit messing around and see what it looks like to get around this track, McCulley.
It's a flat track.
The front-leaning rest position. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So we're going to see where Wimbish puts the 56 car right here. Oh, look at that. Gann took the top spot. Wimbish in the 56 up to 4th. So who do we got that hasn't timed in on the track? Let's jump on board with the gentleman, Gary May, right here. Let's see where the 10 car can go, McCulley. You see them guys are driving it in the corner right underneath of that white line.
Yep. You want to turn a little more.
You want to use all the surface at Indianapolis doing that, especially when you're coming out of 2 and out of 4. So Gary May's going to go up to 6th or make it 7th on the board on his first lap here, McCulley. I'm just trying to find one of them in white. There we go. Todd Cray right here in the 22. He's right at the bottom down that long straightaway here. Cray's going to go 9th on the board. Not quite as fast as what I was going to expect there.
Yeah.
So now we're going on board with the 29 of Mike Rominger. He was 2nd, P2 in practice. I can tell you right now that car's tight. You can see how far he's got that wheel cranked to the left through the corners here. And Rominger went 8th on his first lap in qualifying. It looks like he's going to take a second lap right here, and he's got about 35 seconds to complete it. So we're going to see how that works out for him. They're qualifying, Grumpy. You see who's went at the top of the board in qualifying, right, McCulley?
Yep. Fastest in practice.
So we're going to see if Mike Rominger can pick up on lap number 2 right here. Survey says No pickup. No, 2 spots. Went up to
he picked up
6th.
2.
So, the melon movement P1 in practice, Macaulay.
Imagine that.
And just like that, they're lining up. So we'll jump on whatever car lines up first, and we'll start doing the starting grid. And we got one lined up, don't we?
The pace car.
I think it's Rominger and the 00. Nick Hunt is lined up there. So what camera do we want to start with? Let's take a look at them here. Our camera options are limited.
Yeah, not many.
We need to fix that. We'll take a look at that one right there as we got a few cars loaded up. Looks like Nick's going to be starting in the 9th position.
Yeah, running a different paint this week.
David Elliott right there in the 42. And Rominger's out there, but I don't, for some reason, he's not highlighted on my screen. That makes absolutely 0 sense, by the way. When I click on a note, it goes to his car, so something's right. Are you reading the chat?
Yep, I'm reading that.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the stream. Michael, McCulley, and myself are in the booth again. Somehow.
Yep.
We somehow drug ourselves here, didn't we?
We somehow made it. We were late, but we made it.
We were late and almost beat for it, literally.
Yeah. I'm scarred.
Badly. It's like a mental scar that we'll never get over. I think we're going to need therapy, Macaulay.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
So these guys they'll get lined up as they go through the driver's meeting, and I don't know, some of them probably take a quick break before they get into the car, I would imagine. I usually take a quick one every week, don't I, Macaulay? Sometimes,
yep,
I don't know.
You cut it closer and closer every week.
All right, so Fernandez loaded up in the 3 car. He'll be starting exactly what the number of his car is, Macaulay. It's a long pace lap, so we ought to be able to get through the starting grid. What is there, 15, 16?
I believe there's 16.
16 with Stephen Ayers Jr., so. All right, 5 car loaded in. No, that's not the right car. There we go. So that'll at least get us on the front row, won't it?
Yep.
Just waiting on the melon movement. When he gets loaded in, we'll go ahead and pull up the starting lineup. Just be patient here. We're going to get it. These guys will get pacing real quickly, won't they, Macaulay?
Yes, they will.
Grumpy's looking at his watch, then grabbing his bat and going looking for Michael. Lacey's grabbing a bat to look for the other Michael and not this Michael, right, Macaulay?
Definitely. Not me.
We didn't do nothing wrong.
Nope.
We technically weren't late because we were sitting here on time. Right?
The update was late.
iRacing was late. So you take the bat to them, not us. Or our ISPs. It could be their fault too, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Maybe they caused us to have a slower connection to the server. I don't know. Looks like the connection's fine so far. I probably want to knock on wood. Usually only Wednesday night that I have a problem with that, and I think it's because all the churches streaming their service, Macaulay. They got YouTube blowing up. All right, we got the drivers in their cars, so the pacing's going to start, and we're going to get right here on the front row. And we got 16. I'll do the first 8. You do the second 8, Macaulay, and
Yep.
let's get to rocking and rolling. Starting on the pole right here, the Melon Movement. You see the chat forum on the YouTube chat already. It started before we even got loaded into the race tonight, Macaulay. That's going to be the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. Into his outside, in that 5 car right there, the Red Bull machine, that's going to be Chad Osborne. Starting third, second row, inside that number 3 car. He's back there a little bit, but that is going to be Roy Fernandez. And to his outside in 4th, in the number 30, that green car there, Justin Gann. Starting 5th here is going to be Casey Duncan's number 11, and to his outside in 6th. Watch him, he'll come to the front, the 29 car, Mike Rominger. Starting 7th, you'll see that green machine right there, green and black 42 of David Elliott, and his outside in 8th is going to be the 10 of Gary May. Take it away, Macaulay.
And starting 9th, we got Nick Hunt in the 00. Until his outside is Todd Cray. Starting 11th, Jonathan Cogswell in the 27. And to his outside in 12th is Brandon Fries. Then starting 13th, you got John Wimbish. And to his outside is his teammate, bootlegger, Tommy Haynes. Starting 15th, Toby Bird. And rounding out the field, actually, nope, not rounding out the field. Starting 16th, Stephen Ayers. And rounding out the field is Jeff Glockner in the 24.
All right.
That's your field.
Yep, Glockner rounded it out, so there we go. And I was a little slow on clicking through the numbers there, but it'll be okay. We're going to get back on the front of the field, though, because we're not going to be pacing much longer, and the green flag's going to come out here, and that's basically when they're not joking around no more, Macaulay.
Nope.
It gets serious when you're behind the wheel. It gets pretty serious in the booth, too, when we're calling it, except we'll joke around with you a little.
Yeah, here and there.
So here we go. We don't have a dog in the fight, do we, Macaulay? Nope.
No.
Green flag is out, and we're racing at Indianapolis. And I'm going to restart my timing screen in advance this time before they get off into turn 1, Macaulay. Because we know it's Roan when it starts, right? Side by side for the lead, 5 car. Wow,
Ooh,
that's close
contact.
racing. Maybe a little bit of door love, not sure. Man, look at Gann, and is that Rominger there?
Yep, I believe it's
It
Rominger.
is.
Yep, it is
29 car, Mike Rominger.
Rominger. Wasting no time.
He started like 5th, didn't he?
6.
Passing for 3rd right now, or trying to. He's right side by side with the 5 car of Chad Osborne, and Osborne not giving him much room on that corner entry, man.
No.
These corners right here, when you're side by side, damn, it can get tight, Macaulay. Look at Rominger, though. He's going to get help down that straightaway from the number 11 of Casey Duncan. And Duncan's going to try to make the move on the 5 car now. Osborne's just kind of caught out on that outside, man, and he ain't going nowhere. You don't want caught out there, do you, Macaulay?
Nope, you want to ride that white line.
But I think the 11 car might need a little bit of help, somebody to get on that bumper and say, come on now, let's go, let's go. But he didn't get it, and it looks like the 5's going to go ahead and take the 4th position. Meanwhile, up front, you have the Melon Movement, followed by Justin Gann, but Rominger is all over the back of that 30 car, Macaulay.
Yep.
Mike Rominger, don't want to let him go. Look at Rominger peeking to the inside right here on the 30. Did he get a little draft down the straightaway? Nope. Maybe he just peeked out for a little fresh air, Macaulay. Man, look how good that 29 car looks on the bottom. Look how well he was able to hold the bottom of the corner there, Macaulay.
Yeah. Now he's making his move.
He's keeping those left sides right below that white line through the corner, and it's working for him. But who's Osborne going to go with? Because that might make a difference on who gets the spot. He went with the 30. Justin Gann's going to keep the spot, and I believe the 5 might get around the 29 as well. That's the problem. When you go to pass, you almost need a teammate right there with you to give you a shove down the straightaway, McCauley. Those guys get lined up like that, and then you're at the mercy of the guy behind you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You see the 11 now, though. He's going to pull up there with the 29, and he's kind of floating towards the outside, too, where that 5 car's at. So we'll have to see what happens down the next long straightaway here. If whoever the 11 goes with, McCauley, that's who's going to get the position more than likely. I don't know. Looked like Osborne had a really good corner on the outside right there, and these guys are going to think about 3 wide. I thought it was going to go 4 wide for a minute, McCauley.
It almost did.
Now you got 2 lined up on the bottom, and Rominger might lose a spot to the 11 right there, Casey Duncan. Man, we got a dogfight, don't we?
We do.
We kind of figured that's how it would be in the corners. You know, the draft don't really matter because those guys have got to get it slowed down, get on the binders, and get turned through the corner. But dang it, McCauley, these straightaways here are so long that the draft is going to be a factor for a guy to be able to get a spot or 2. Or like in Rominger's case, he was up there in 3rd going to pass for 2nd. Now he's back here fighting for what, 5th or 6th?
Yep, just trying to hold on.
I think where you want to be is at the front of the field, and that's where Michael Atkins Jr. is currently at. He started there, and I don't think he's got any intentions of going anywhere else, do you?
Nope, he wants to stay right there.
That 5 car behind him, though, he was able to get around Justin Gann. Talking about Chad Osborne right there. And he's closing up on the back of that 41 Mellon movement machine right there. McCauley muted us out. What's going on there, McCauley? You loaning out the butt?
I'm good.
The butt kicker loaned out again?
Yep.
Yep. So no side-by-side action here. They're starting to get single-filed out a little bit. Rominger's going to work out to the 4th position, so he was able to get back around the 11. And if you look here, Roy Fernandez in the 3 car is currently sitting in the 5th spot. He started 3rd, so he dropped back a couple of spots since the start. But there's nothing wrong with that. A guy that's been moving up, though, that's picked up 3 is that 00 car right there, Nick Hunt. Oh, he's late, Grumpy. If he comes in here, you're going to have to tell him how late he is. And then tell him exactly what happens to people that are late. Right, McCauley?
Yep. We may have a battle for the lead here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here.
And the front 4 broke away.
I'll pull up the top 10 so it's over there on the left-hand side of the screen. It is transparent, so you can see through it, I guess. If you call that transparent, it's transparent, McCauley.
It's semi-transparent.
Semi-transparent. Not totally or completely, but good enough that you can see what's going on, right?
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what, these top 4, you can throw a blanket over them. And look at Rominger. He goes after the 30 again.
He's making his move there.
We're going to have a battle up here for sure. Man, the 5 car, though, almost into the outside wall on that corner exit. That thing's getting tight, McCauley.
Yep.
Mike Rominger, though, there's nobody behind either the 30 or the 29. But if they get side by side, they're going to lose these front 2 a bit. Rominger trying to make the pass, couldn't get them cleared. They're still side by side. That's the battle right there. 30 and 29, we've seen it happen before. And it's very possible if they stay side by side, McCauley, they're going to back up to that other group of cars behind them, buddy.
Yeah, definitely can happen.
Look at how much space they lost racing around there. What is that, about a dozen car lengths or so?
It's about a second already.
It doesn't take long. Maybe one lap or running out there on that or running on the inside of someone that got them on the high side. You're too wide, man. You just lose so much time to those guys drafted. Osborne, though, all over the back of the 41. You couldn't even tell where the 41 ended and the 5 car began going into that corner, McCauley.
No.
You see Osborne's another one with the 5 car just keeping the left sides right below that white line in the corner. And it looks like that might actually help that car rotate a little better.
May make it a little loose. Not loose, but enough to just help it turn.
You see right there the 41 able to hit his marks really, really nicely. He's just going to take more of a diamond approach in the corner, where the 5 is kind of ducking it in a little quicker. The 41's getting down there, but he's diamond in the corner more, so he's probably being a little less aggressive on his tires, McCauley.
Yeah.
Another good set of corners right there for the 41. You see the 30 and 29 working hard to try to draft their way back up there to those leaders. Then you got that group behind them, man. There's, 5 or 6 cars back there. It starts with Cogswell. You got Cogswell with Todd Cray on his bumper. And behind him, you got the 00, the 3, and the 11. That's where Casey Duncan ended up, McCauley.
Yeah.
Duncan's back there still in the top 10, and right behind him's the bootlegger, man.
Been quiet so far for the bootlegger.
We ain't said much about the bootlegger in this first 11 laps, but he's there. Right there at the top 10. He's sitting P10, bottom one on our side list there, our drop down. Bootlegger's looking pretty good, though. Working the back of the 11 right now. We got almost 3 groups, don't we, McCauley?
Yeah, definitely.
There's some drafting right there going on. Todd Gray moving that 22 car going into the top 5 right here, McCauley.
And we got a group of 4 for the lead again.
Yes, we do. Justin Gann's going to move up to the P2 spot. They used the draft in that run they had when they caught those guys to go around that 5 and break up that party, did they?
Yep.
Oh, Rominger on the inside, and I don't know what happened right there. Looked like the 5, might have been net code even.
It may have been.
It looked very strange on my screen, McCauley.
That was.
It just didn't look like any. I don't think one car moved to the other. I think it was net code, really.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't, a car wouldn't move like that with a driver turning it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and they both don't have damage, so that had to be net code.
Rominger, once again, you see him getting that side-by-side battle, and these guys are going to lose over a second. 1.2 seconds, McCauley. And they've been caught by Todd Cray. Cray's got the 00 and Nick Hunt behind him, the 3-car Roy Fernandez in that group. And possibly even the 17 tagging along the back of it there. Now I think it ends at the 3, don't it?
Yep, ends at the 3.
There's a little distance back to the bootlegger, the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Man, we got a race. 13 laps in. 60% fuel, McCauley. 20 laps, maybe?
18 to 20, I'd say.
Think that'd be a safe bet. I'll tell you what, that melon movement for the MMO radio fans, that 41's been able to hang on to it for 14 laps so far at the start of this thing. And we got 100 laps of racing action from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What is this track, McCauley? 2.5 miles?
Yep, 2.5 miles.
It's long, isn't it?
It is.
And it's
sometimes it feels longer than that when you're running it.
It's not like a 2.5 mile Daytona or 2.5 mile Talladega. You don't have much banking in the corners here.
No, it's almost completely flat.
This is just one big flat track. He don't have the Red Bull on his butt no more. He's got the 30 car right there, Justin Gann. You see that 5 car back in third, Rominger in fourth, and Todd Cray, man, he's caught that lead group, Macaulay.
Yeah, that second pack closed in.
And he's on a streak of how many wins in a row now? 3?
We got a battle for the lead here.
We do now, finally. You're seeing it right here. 41's going to fight him off, though, and keep it, Macaulay. I'm watching that top 10 change around. You see David Elliott's 42 car moving the top 10, but, man, I mean, you got a 2, 4, 6, 7 car draft right here. Gann's going to get a look on the outside. This time he's got help from the Red Bull machine.
Yep.
The 41, yep, Gann able to draft around the 41 car. Justin Gann goes to the front. But now I think the 29 is certainly going to go behind the 11, and he's going to hope the 22 comes with him, Macaulay.
Yep, well, now we're going to go 3 wide.
Oh, yeah. Todd Cray said, you know what, I see an opportunity here. I'll take it. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to get a spot or two.
Yeah.
I like how I put that. You got to do what you got to do to pick up a spot or two. Cray's going to get one, and it's from Rominger. Rominger's got to get this passing figured out with the draft, Macaulay. It seems
He'll
like
get it figured out.
Seems like every time he gets in one of those positions, he loses a spot. You know what I mean? Or two. Now you see Cray right next to the 5 car, and they're battling side by side, and it looks like the 29 might stay to the bottom with him. Oh, I don't know.
He's going to make it 3 wide on him.
He's going 3 wide on him. I think he's listened to the broadcast and heard it, Macaulay. And he's like, I'm about ready to show Vern. He did, too. Oh, what was that?
Oh, now they're good. Uh-oh.
I don't know what it was. But fuck it. We're still up and running.
Yep. It's working.
Man, look at this 3 wide stuff. What is going on here? That's is that the 00?
It is.
He's running an Oreo paint. He stuck that thing right in the corner, didn't he?
He did. That surprised me on that one.
He stuffed it. Look at Cray. He's going to line up behind the 5 right here. Man, this is what the racing's all about. Now he's going to get on the 00's bumper and say, let's go 3 wide. You did it. I'm doing it. Man, this just won't end, Macaulay. Look at that. The 3 car Fernandez is going to follow the 22, and they're going to go by both of them. Fernandez picked up 2 spots just like that. And the 00's not giving up the battle with the 5 car. This is when it gets exciting. Just broke my what key? Y key on the main PC, he said. I think you're going to need a new keyboard, my friend. Take a visit over to Amazon. eBay, Evil Bay, one of them. Look at that, 41 going back for the lead, Macaulay.
Yeah, he wants to bet.
Nobody up there, and he's going to go by the 30.
Oof.
Mellon movement back to the front. Michael Atkins Jr. on lap 19. Grumpy, something hit the floor, and I don't know what it was, and that's why I did that. It caught me off guard. It almost sounded like I knocked a wall down. That's how bad it was. You probably heard it hit, didn't you, Macaulay?
I heard nothing.
So that's what happened, Grumpy. I'm not going to apologize for it this time. Right, Macaulay?
Yep.
It was a slip, and there ain't no sense in apologizing for that. Should have just got Nation over here. He would have done it better, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So the 30 and the 41 look like they're trying to get away from this group of cars, and a guy's been watching the racing back there. You can't blame him, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Todd Cray up in the third spot. He has a 29 of Mike Rominger on his bumper. And you got Fernandez. Now we got pit stops coming on.
You're dead on lap 20.
29 on pit road. 5 car. What's that, the 00 or the 3? 3 car, I think.
00. 00.
00 Oreo car. The paint job's throwing me off. Macaulay, where is Bender at?
I have no clue.
He's fired. Grumpy
He
fired
is.
him.
He's back at the bat.
Grumpy fired Bender. So when's the Mellon movement coming to pit road? Michael Atkins Jr. When's the 30 car? They going to come down to pit road together? Wonder how this is going to go down, Macaulay.
Yeah. They got to come now. They can't stay out too long.
Meanwhile, back on the farm, the 22 and the 3 are still out on the track as well. I would expect this group to come in this time, maybe. Well, the 30 did. There's a 41. They're going to bring it to pit road.
Yep. There they are.
Wide entry angle right there for the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. Let's watch pit stops, Macaulay. We'll watch him come down pit road here. 4 tires and fuel. So we lost Bender. No over-under tonight. I'm going to go under 0. Just the even 0, Macaulay. I think we're going caution-free tonight. What do you think?
I think we'll at least get 1.
We're not a quarter of the way in yet. We're a few laps short of it, which means they're going to have to pit, 4 or 5 times?
About 5, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, that was real close.
Man, that was close. 21 screaming off pit road right there. And almost contact with the guy that has led the most laps here so far. And the pole sitter, the Mellon movement machine there. Look at Rominger going by him. They pitted a lap sooner. Mike Rominger right here. 1 lap sooner, and Todd Cray's on pit road now with the 3 car, so they stayed out a lap later even, Macaulay.
Yeah.
I think when it cycles out, that 29 car is going to be your leader.
Yeah, 29 and 5 should be second.
They're going around the 21 right now, which means that, yeah, the 21's a lap down, Macaulay. Brandon Freese. So as they go by the start-finish line right here, I think Cray and Fernandez are coming off pit road now, so Mike Rominger is your new leader. He's got the Red Bull machine, that 5 car right there, Chad Osborne. Michael laughing when he left the pit. My bad, laugh out loud. So these guys are, what are they up? 1.6 seconds over the 41 and the 30?
Yeah.
1.7 seconds? They pitted 1 lap sooner than these two. And then you go back to Todd Cray and Roy Fernandez, which are right behind them. And they pitted what, 2 laps, 3 laps after?
Yeah.
This is a track that if you can stretch the fuel out, Macaulay, and drop 1 pit stop, man, that would be huge. Think about that, Macaulay. Stretch it out and drop a pit stop. So everyone has to make 5. You only have to make 4. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
The math is good there. But I don't think no one can do that. That'd be running.
I don't think so. That'd be tough.
That's 25 laps a run. So you pit at what, 25, 50, 75, and finish on empty. I don't think he'd make it 25.
No, there's no way.
Nope.
Unless you start saving now, but that's difficult here.
So, Macaulay, what we're looking at for the top 5 positions, or 6 positions, is 2 space 2 space 2. Right?
Yeah.
Going all the way back to Fernandez, and when you pick Wimbish up right here, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4 car. So you have what? Wimbish, John Wimbish in the 56, the 42 of David Elliott, the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. And that takes right through the top 10, Macaulay.
Yep, yeah, it does.
So a quarter of the way through, what do you say? We do it through the field, and I'll do the first 8. You get the second.
Yep, we can do that.
So here we go. We're going to change and go on board with these drivers, starting with your race leader. Click the in car, and that's Mike Rominger right there. How did he get the first? I'll tell you how. He pitted a lap sooner, short pitted than Macaulay, and he took the lead. So Mike Rominger in the 29 out front. Watching him just work that car around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Still dropping the left sides below the white line in the corner. And then down the long front straightaway right here. That's a lap car probably up ahead of him. So back to P2, and that's what it looks like out of the second place driver's windshield right to the back bumper of the leader. That's how close they were.
He may have a little damage too on his front end.
I see it, Macaulay. It's been up on the left and the right side, so
yeah.
I think that 5 car might have pushed somebody a little too hard.
Doesn't seem to be affecting them at all, though.
Not affecting them on the draft as they're going to lap around the 62 car right there. And we're going to take a 2.1 second drop back to third. And we're going to get on board right here with the Mellon movement, Michael Atkins Jr. Michael Atkins Jr. led the most laps here so far. Lost the lead through pit exchanges there. Has a little bit fresher tires, so the Mellon movement is probably going to start working his way up to those guys, Macaulay.
He cut in about a 10th that lap.
He's working on it. And his drafting help right here is going to be the number 30 car, Justin Gann. And for the most part, it's been a 41 and 30 show, Macaulay.
It has.
Justin Gann, the only one really able to take the lead away from that 41 car. Threw out some help, and man, that 30 lost a little time right there. He's got to get to his bumper down them straightaways and push them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the only way they're going to catch the front 2 guys right now.
Out of 4, you can see how quick he's closing on them down the straightaway, so he's going to get there. They're going to be able to use that draft going off in the corner right here, long straightaways. So I'm going to move back to 5th, and we're going to find our next duo of cars. That's Todd Cray right there, and he's not very far off of the 41 and 30. He's only back about a second right now. Man, you heard him working the throttle through that corner. That car's really, really tight, Macaulay.
Yeah, you can see it's starting to tighten up.
Looks like as the run goes on right here, they're, what's he got, 6 laps on the tires right now. That thing's starting to, I don't know, he don't have a lot of wheel in it there. He's working off the corner, nice and smooth. That's the 22 car of Todd Cray. We're going to drop back one more, find the car right behind him, and look how close that 3 car is to the 22.
Yeah, pushing them down the straightaways.
Going to give him a little bit of a breather going into the corner here. That's going to allow the 3 car to get a little bit of air, Macaulay, and cool down. You don't want to get those temperatures up too high and pop a motor here 30 laps in. That just leads to a bad night.
Yeah.
That's like stripping the gears out of your antique G920 when you're leading a race, Macaulay.
I know a guy that did that.
I do too. It just happened Tuesday night, didn't it?
It did.
So we're going to go back a little bit behind these guys, not real far. You see them out the windshield. You can see the back of the 3-car out of Wimbish's windshield, and they're close.
Yeah, if they can close that gap, that would help them get up to Justin Gann and Michael Atkins.
Yeah, Grumpy, that what you'll notice that when you get to these flat tracks and even short tracks, it kind of changes things around a little bit. You'll see guys that excel at these types of tracks and road courses and stuff like that. So we're on board with that Army car, and just for Grumpy, I'm going to show his paint job. There you go, Grumpy. Give you a little bit of eye candy right there with the 56 paint. Hope you like that shot. And we're going to go back on board with them. Then we're going to move back to the 8th place driver. And we're going on board with the 42 car of David Elliott. Working the back bumper on that 56 GoArmy.com car of John Wimbish. Elliott having a good run. Been hanging around the top 10 most of the race here so far.
Yeah.
32 laps in. We're over a quarter. Not quite a third, but getting close to a third of the way, Macaulay. So that's your top 8. Let's go on board with 9th place. And who do we got, Macaulay?
We got Jonathan Cogswell in 9th place. About 5.3 seconds back from the leader right now. He's with the other pack of 2. Kind of, we got packs of 2s right now the whole way through the field.
Yeah. They got their dancing partners picked out, don't they?
Well, they do. And behind him, you got Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger. Said it earlier, it's been a quiet race for him. It's still been a quiet race, just hanging out in the top 10 all race so far. And back in 11th place, you'll find Nick Hunt in the 00. He doesn't really have a drafted partner right now. He is 62 right now, but he's a lap down. He may need a caution to get caught back up here.
Yeah, he's back about, 10 seconds off the lead there.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back one more.
Yep, and we got Jeff Glockner in 12th. He's 19 seconds behind the leader.
Go 13th.
13th, Toby Bird. I haven't heard much from him yet tonight. Still early. He's just about 47 seconds back.
That's almost a lap, I think. I think it's
That
right
is.
around a minute a lap, isn't it?
Yep, somewhere around there.
So he's close to a lap here, and we're going to go back to 14th.
You got the gentleman, Gary May. Looks like he's got some significant damage on the front of his car here.
That's what I'm looking at, man. We're going to take a little bit different view of that, Macaulay, real quick here. Now, that's the back of it. It's got a little damage, but let's do the rear chase shot right there, and you can see it all the way across the nose of that Mountain Dew machine.
Yeah.
So that's probably leading to a little bit of him being back a ways here.
Yeah, and aerodynamics is key, and he just got into the wall there. Definitely probably not the race he was hoping for right now, but he's got time to turn it around, get a caution, get that damage fixed.
Yeah, we have a new leader too, Macaulay, while we're doing this.
Yep.
Let's drop back to 15th. Oh, that's close.
That's right. He's got all the action right in front of him right now. Brandon Freeze in the 21.
He scared me. That's close. We got cars coming down pit road, so we're going to jump back to 16th.
Yep, 16th. You got Steve Ayers. 1 lap down right now. Also has some slight damage on his car, so that's obviously affecting the aerodynamics for him.
Yeah, got him slowed down a bit. Go back to 17th, and he's on pit road, Macaulay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Casey Duncan.
He's getting some repairs done, it looks like.
That's your field right there.
That does it for through the field, and these guys are making green flag pit stops right now. But look at this lead pack of cars.
They're all there now.
The Mellon movement's there. The 29's trying to get around the 30 again. No, that ain't the 29. That's the 22.
Yeah.
Todd Cray working the bottom right here, going for second. He's got Fernandez behind him on that outside line, though. You got the 30 of Gann, the 29 of Rominger. We got a car loose. That was Wimbish. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Holy cow. Let's back that up 10 seconds. Look at this. Wow. One more time. Watch this driver save this car.
Him and Tommy Haynes both.
Oh, Haynes got in the outside wall. Look at that save, McCauley.
Yeah.
Wow, glad I caught that.
That was a heck of a save.
That was a great camera move right there. Back up front, Gann able to hold off the 22, but the 22 is about to wear his bumper out. No kidding, McCauley. It looks like he painted that green bumper or black bumper white. I'm not kidding you. You'd think somebody took a crayon to it. I think we missed those guys drafting together and those fresher tires coming to the front, Grumpy. You got to remember the 29 in them had short pitted these guys by about a lap or two.
Yep,
look at the Mellon movement on the outside, or Gann on the inside.
Oh, and Gann blocks Craig on trying to go.
Gann didn't want that 3 wide to happen. Now the 3 car's going to peek down there. Now the 22's going down again, and look at that. Todd Cray making a run for the front. Oh, 41, 3 contact, 41 sideways. Somebody might want to tell them we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
You got to keep her in one piece, boys. So Gann's got the lead. Cray, number 2 right now. And the battle's back here for third. Fernandez has Rominger. He has the 41 and 5 side-by-side contact between those two in the corner. .41's going to clear the 5, McCauley.
Yeah, he got around him. See if he can make up some ground again.
Did Bender make it? Over, under 1. I'm under at 0.
I'm at 1.
So McCauley's got 1. I'm at 0. And McCauley might win this one because we've seen some battles right there, buddy. Hopefully I didn't rip my mic cord out.
It's still working.
That was probably my keyboard that hit the desk when I knocked the cable out from under it. That's probably what it was.
Oh, Bender, you're fired. According to Grumpy.
Fired him. Grumpy's going to take 2 tonight. Huh. That's interesting. Meanwhile, up front, Justin Gann is the leader. 22 of Todd Cray in second. And I'll tell you what I like, what I'm seeing with Cray right now. He's got a teammate behind him with that 3-car, Roy Fernandez, McCauley.
Yeah.
So he has Fernandez behind him, but he's not really close enough to him to give him any help right here. And the Mellon movement didn't go away. He's right here with these guys, but we're 40 in. We've seen him start at lap 20 the last time. And that started with Rominger. Yep. And I'd imagine this time that Rominger's probably going to stay out here and go when the rest of these top 5 do. Ooh, 3-car in the wall maybe?
Maybe slight contact there with the wall.
3 wide. Michael Atkins Jr. is going to take advantage of it. Pick up 2 spots. 41 back in the top 3, just like that. Wow. We've seen that how many times tonight, McCauley?
I A lot.
They get two. They'll get 2 wide, and the guy behind them will take them 3 wide, and that's it. What's up, Brent? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, me and Michael McCauley's the Thursday night crew over here at the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. We have been for a couple of seasons now.
The third one? Third season?
I think this is the 3rd season, isn't it, McCauley?
It is.
So, if Todd Cray wants to take a quick peek out of the mirror, he's going to find that the 41 car is there. And Cray's looking to the bottom on the 30 right here.
Todd Cray's there.
I think you got to run on him. Where's the melon movement going? That's the question, McCauley.
He's going forward. He's going with Todd Cray. No, he's coming down pit road.
He's going to go to pit road. We're going to have a side-by-side battle for the lead with the 22 and the 30. Gann had it. Todd Cray's actually going to lead that lap by about 0.02 of a second, or 200ths, McCauley. Ooh. They're touching. Oh, I think Gann might have got the outside wall bit, McCauley.
He may have.
Now, we'll call that side drafting. That's what we'll call it, McCauley. So there's Fernandez. I think we've seen him have a bit of trouble a few laps back, but he's right up here with these guys again. They'll be coming to pit road pretty shortly.
You called it.
Yep. They have to, McCauley. You only got so much fuel in this thing. And it looks like they're all going to get it slowed down just about right here. And they're probably, it's going to recycle back around again. And I'm going to say that probably Michael Atkins Jr. maybe?
He may be your leader after this.
No, actually, David Elliott. No, 42 car, I believe, will be. Where did he come from, McCauley?
Yeah, that'd be a...
Maybe
did not see that coming.
Maybe 2 tires? I don't know.
Or no tires.
You'll find it, Brent. You just got to work with it for a little while. It'll come to you, I promise you. You weren't looking too far off. I think it's just a little bit more seat time, man. So the 42 is... You see him get around Todd Cray right here as Cray's working off a pit road, and I believe the 41's going to clear those guys too. He's going to come out, Cray's going to come out almost side by side with the 41. So the big mover on the pit stops right here, the race leader, David Elliott. He pitted a couple laps before those guys, and he went to the front, McCauley, by over a second.
Yeah. By himself.
Yeah, they got to get fuel every once in a while.
I heard someone hit the wall.
Might have been the 3 car, actually. Rominger, I believe, just went around him and took a spot right there. We know that 3 car's Todd Cray's teammate, so Cray probably don't want him too far back there. Todd Cray currently lined up behind the 41 car right here. And Gann got such a run right there, he's going to look to the high side. Rominger said thank you.
Yep, he's going to take that spot.
He said, you open the door, I'm just going to go ahead and take the 4th spot away.
He's learning the draft now.
Elliott's just so far up there, man. I think it's for the 3rd spot. Nation. Oh. It went downhill now, McCauley.
It did.
Like crap, just rolls straight to the bottom, don't it?
Yep.
No, the 42 already pitted. so he won't pit in another couple laps. Todd Cray might have just got around Atkins.
Yeah, he did. But not yet.
He's trying. Rominger peeked out there for a minute. I think Atkins is going to hold him off. I don't know. He will now. 29 car is going to go with the 41. There's the draft down the straightaway. The loser in that equation, the 22, he's going to lose 2, maybe 3 spots right here as the 3 of Fernandez pulls up. Man, I'll tell you what, when he gets side by side with that, oh, there's contact. 22 sideways, barely saves it. All right, we're back. Had a little bit of problem with our audio for a second. Sometimes it breaks, don't it, Macaulay?
It does, here and there.
Yeah, I think I hit the cable on my headset. Knocked out our audio. Damn it, Vern. Stop touching stuff. We got it back, Grumpy. We fixed it. The racing got so good, man. I got so excited I knocked the cord out. We lost sound for a couple seconds, but it's no big deal. The cable was replugged back in. Nothing was broken. We're good to go. Right, Macaulay?
Yep, and now we got to see a new leader here.
And we did.
Not a new leader, but he took it back.
We lost sound, and it worked out for the Mellon movement, the 41 car. Michael Atkins Jr., back to the front. Them guys knew it almost immediately when we lost sound, Macaulay. They're like, no sound, no sound.
Yep.
We can't mess those cables up no more. We didn't mess the cable up. I literally spun my chair around, and the cord was hooked in it, and it just kind of pulled it out gently. Right, Macaulay?
Yep.
No, it didn't. It ripped it out of the computer and slammed it almost against the wall 35 feet behind me. No.
35-foot cable.
That's a little dramatic, Macaulay. That didn't happen either. What really happened, where's the Red Bull at, Macaulay? 10th place.
He's in 10th.
Right.
He got wings. That's what you...
He is right here about, what, 5 car lengths maybe 4 car lengths behind the 00.
Yep.
So there's Chad Osborne in the 5 car. You got the 00 right there of Nick Hunt right in front of him. And I'm going to throw the top 10 up on the sidebar again. And that way you can see where all of your top 10's at. Some of them are in a big group of cars right here racing together. The leader is going to be the 29 car Mike Rominger now. So Rominger is going to get to the front, take the lead. He's going to have the 41 behind him. The 30 behind the 41 and the 22 right on the 30's bumper. And now look at the 41 taking a peek to the inside on the 29. Going to try to get that top spot back right here, Macaulay.
Yeah, he wants it back. He doesn't like being behind the leader.
All 4 of these actually your top 5 right here, really fast guys, week in and week out, right up here at the front. What do they say, Macaulay? The cream rises to the top as we pass the halfway point right here.
Yep, and they're here.
You can't say you didn't get your money's worth tonight because these guys are putting on a show out there on that racetrack. 62 on the outside, damaged off the pace a little bit. Losing another lap right here. Almost contact there.
Sideways, yeah.
Atkins going to take a look on the outside on Rominger right here. Nope. Oh, man, 22 and 30, Macaulay.
Loose racing.
He's using the 22s, just working that bottom, man. He's keeping them left sides under that white line. He thought he had room there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's running that bottom really well.
That's just racing. You try to get a spot on a guy. Just like that, 41. The mellow movement's back to the front, McCauley. He can do it with no help.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it.
He literally has that draft figured out so well that he just pulls up on him and does it with no help. That's dangerous. Them guys might be in trouble tonight, McCauley. Oh, look at the monster run the 30 got. It's going to take it to the bottom. Going to work on the 29, but the 22 of Cray looked like he was going to go to the outside. Now he's going to go to the bottom here and push on the 30 car. You see that Cray's got the 3 car Fernandez back on the rear bumper there, McCauley.
Yep, they're teammates, aren't they?
Yep, 42 of David Elliott picking up a spot right there. Rominger losing, what, 3, 4 spots? The draft hasn't been working out for him tonight very well.
No, we've seen that multiple times.
Now look at your top 3. They're going to try to draft around the leader right up here. And they did. 22 is going to push the 30 right around the 41. He's going to take a spot from the 41. And now the Mellon movement moved back to 3rd. Maybe 4th. Look at the 3 car here. He cleared him. Fernandez cleared the 41 car.
Maybe not for long.
Now it looks like Atkins is going to work back to the inside on the number 3 car here, down the long straightaway. They sell it off in the corner, and the 41 drives it in just a little bit deeper. Where's Elliott going to go? That's the question, McCauley. Where's the 42 going?
That's going to dictate who takes this spot.
Man, you see how tight the 41 got up off the corner and how close they were. Elliott's going to go to the bottom. So there goes the 41. He's going to take that spot back. Go back to the top 3 here. 3 cars going to lose 1, 2, 3 spots, just like that. That's how it works when you get pushed out of the groove.
Yeah.
You don't have any help, you get pushed out of the groove, and you start going backwards. Atkins back up to 3rd, trying to work his way back up to the front once again. 55 laps of 100. And, man, we have seen some racing, McCauley.
It's been a heck of a show so far.
We've seen some door loving going on, a little bit of bumper love here and there. We've seen one hell of a save from that 56 car at Wimbish.
Save of the race so far.
He saved it going the other way. Usually you would be turning right to save it. He was turning left to save it, McCauley.
Yeah.
You don't see that often, do you?
You do not. Most people put that in the fence.
Most people would have just headered it right into the wall, man. Just headered it. .22 right on the 30s bumper. Top 10 still on the left-hand side of the screen. If your favorite driver's not there, then here in a little bit we'll do another through the field for you, probably after the next round of pit stops.
Yep, they'll be pitting about 5 laps here.
Some of them are pitting sooner than that. I can see Bird's 20 laps into his run. It's like Gans.
There goes Atkins.
Michael Atkins Jr. going back to 2nd. He gets pushed back there and he drives back through him, McCauley. We've seen him do that before.
Yeah, we have.
I think he actually won that night. I think he won that night, McCauley. That was grumpy last night in the truck, he said. Meet Wall. Wall, meet Grumpy. Look at that. The 41's got to run. He's going back to the lead, McCauley, or he's trying to. 30 car again on the outside. 22's going to go with the 30, I think. Or he's going to look for a hole in the middle and take it. He might drop all the way to the bottom. We've seen him do that before. Nope. He's going to stay with the 30. Oh, contact. Man,
now we're 3 wide.
Another 3 wide there. I think the 41 stepped out of it for a second. So the 41's going to fall back into the clutches now. The 3 and the 42 lost all that progress, McCauley. 3 got loose. Fernandez wiggled on the bottom there, and the 41's able to hold the 3rd spot. Grumpy's a wall magnet when he races, McCauley. Can't stay away from it. Loves him some nice, tasty wall. You need to get on the dirt, Grumpy. You can wall ride there and go faster. It's the truth, McCauley.
Yeah, seen people do it.
So Atkins fought his way back into the top 3. Roy Fernandez right there in 4th. Elliott, David Elliott in 5th in the 42. Rominger's still hanging out with the 29 car back in the 6th spot right here. And then Jonathan Cogswell. Actually, Cogswell's a little bit off these guys, isn't he? About 11 seconds back. And he's by himself right now, so he don't really have any drafting help. So you have a 6-car breakaway up front by 11 seconds, McCauley. Battle for the lead. Todd Cray, Justin Gann. This is a where does the 41 go? He goes with Gann.
And 3 goes with Todd Cray.
And the 3's going to go with Cray right here, but he's not going to get to him fast enough, so the 41's going to move back to 2nd. I don't think he plans on staying there long, McCauley.
No.
I imagine we'll pit around 66 maybe.
If not sooner.
41's already leaning to the inside. He's got a little push from the 22 down the straightaway, and he's going to clear him. Michael Atkins Jr. back to the lead with the 41. Todd Cray's going to follow him into 2nd. Fernandez not going to get there, but 3 wide, McCauley. 30 got a run on the 22, tried to go back at him, but now that's broke up. 22 of Todd Cray in P2, 30 car Justin Gann back to P3, and Fernandez right on Gann's bumper. Not a bad dinner there, buddy. Pork chops, green beans, mashed potatoes, and some gravy. He smashed some potatoes and some gravy with biscuits, McCauley.
Yeah, not a bad dinner at all.
Nothing wrong with some smashed potatoes. Atkins trying to check out now.
Yeah, he's trying to. They keep battling behind him. That's what he wants to see.
I guess he's figured he's had to pass him enough to get back up there. Gann taking a look to the inside of him again. Oh, it just keeps recycling up front, McCauley. Oh, look how close that is.
3 wide? Nope.
Door drafting, pit stops going on. David Elliott. I've seen him screeching on the tires, getting the pit road. Man, the 22's going to push the 30, and now he's going to jump to the inside, McCauley. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick off the corner. He does. They're side by side. Coming up to the long straightaway, it's going to be who gets there first. Actually, the 30 held him off on the outside. We are getting close to another round of green flag pit stops right here. Look at the 41. He said, I'm going to take a look there and try to get another spot back, and he does it.
Yep, clears them.
Drives right around the 22 of Cray. And he's going to once again go after that 30 car, Justin Gann.
He's pitting.
Oh, now he's pitting. Man, we've seen this play out before, haven't we?
We have.
But this is not their final pit stop, Macaulay.
No, they should have one more.
One more pit stop. We are 64 laps of 100 at Indianapolis with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. And you're live on YouTube with the WFO Racing Network. Vern and Michael in the broadcast booth. Chicken cookies. What the heck is a chicken cookie?
I never heard of chicken cookie.
I don't know. So we watch Atkins go to pit road. I'm almost thinking that these guys are probably going to stay out another lap or two. The 30, 22, 3, and I think that's it.
Yep.
The 21's a lap or two down there. Freeze. And who's behind him?
Cogswell?
Cogswell's actually with them.
Yeah, I believe
actually,
he made.
Freeze is not a lap down. No. Brandon Freeze in the 21's in 7th, Macaulay. He's close to the same pit cycle as those guys in front of him.
Yeah.
So good job for that driver of the 21. I think he was one of the ones early on that was a lap down, wasn't he? I bet he pitted earlier.
He is a lap down.
The 21's not. Oh, yes, he is. He's the first one a lap down here.
Yep, and here he comes now with the leaders.
Ooh, we'll get it checked up, guys. Wow. 21 smoking them coming to pit road. You got 30, 22, and 3. Meanwhile, back on the farm. It recycles, man. It's going to be the 42 and the 29, Macaulay.
We saw the 42 do this before.
Yeah. Well, he pitted a couple laps ago right with the 29 of Mike Rominger, so. Nation, I was thinking the same thing, man. Chicken cookie apple pie, Macaulay. Do you know what that is?
No.
Do you have any earthly idea what it is? Nation, what I'm going to need you to do is I want you to remember the chicken cookie apple pie and ask those ladies about it next Wednesday night.
Try Google it.
The ladies that bake a lot, that always tease us with their apple pies and stuff, let's ask those ladies. Oh, they do. They tease me and Nation to death about it every holiday.
I hear it. I see it.
For years now, Macaulay. Them ladies have done that to us. For years. That's just wrong.
It is.
In so many ways, that's wrong. Is it not?
It is, especially if they're not sending anything.
All right, so here's what 2 laps did to them. They have literally a 4-second lead over Michael Atkins Jr.
That could be the difference maker right there, coming to the end, last pit cycle.
Actually, all of them have pitted now. Yep, all the cars have been to pit road, so nobody has to pit. We're going to do it through the field for you. So let's shut off the top 10, Macaulay, and we'll do it just like last time. Except we won't go in car. We'll just get a little bit closer to these cars. David Elliott's your leader. He got there through pit cycles. He did it again. He's done it in the last 2 or 3 pit cycles. And it's been working out for him. He's been able to hang into the top 5 most of the time for the run, right, Macaulay?
He has.
And right on his bumper is going to be the 29 of Mike Rominger. He is on the same pit strategy is what the 42 is. So Rominger kind of must have liked what the 42 was doing, and he did it too. And Mike Rominger, though, we've seen up towards the front of this race all night long. Literally.
Yep.
29 car having a great run here. 4.4 seconds behind those two leaders. You're going to find a trio of cars right here. Starting with the 41 Melon Movement Machine MMO Radio race car, Michael Atkins Jr. Junior's 4.2 seconds behind those first two guys. They'll draft them down, McCauley. I have confidence in that. But they do got a little bit of work to do to get there. He's got good help, though. Right behind him, he's going to have the 22 car of Todd Cray. I believe coming in here, Cray's got, is it 2 or 3 wins in a row, McCauley?
I believe it's 3. I
think it's 3 in a row. He's got 3 wins on the season, and I think they're all in a row. So Todd Cray's actually going for 4 in a row tonight, right?
Yep, he is.
Todd currently in the 4th spot, right behind the Melon Movement. Then we go back one more. We're going to find a teammate of Todd's. That's the 3 car right there, Roy Fernandez. And, man, the 3 car was fast in practice. McCauley up in the top 3. He qualified right up front. We know he's got a fast race car. He's been able to push the 22 and run up front with these guys all night long. So Fernandez is he's got a win on the season, McCauley, and I think he might be a threat right here at Indianapolis.
He could be.
Go back to the 6th position. You're going to find the 30 car hanging on to the tail end of this trio of cars right here. That's Justin Gann in the 30 car right here. Gann's had a fast hot rod tonight. Gann can go up there and battle with the 41 when he's up front. He can battle with any of them. We've seen the 30 car be able to get to the lead multiple times here at Indianapolis. So he's definitely going to be a factor in these final 30 laps. We're going to go back and find in 7th spot. That's going to be the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. Cogswell's about 10 seconds behind that group of cars in front of him and about 15 behind the leader. So that 27 car might have to work a little bit of pit strategy. They're only going to have one more pit stop in order to be able to get up there and do something, or he's going to need a caution flag, McCauley.
Yep.
So back one more spot to the 8th position. We're going to find that Oreo cookie car. Damn. Now I want an Oreo. Thanks, Nick. 00 car, Nick Hunt right there. That looks good, man. It's splashing through the milk and everything, McCauley.
It does.
Oh, Nick, you did it to us.
Double stuff.
You think he did it to us on purpose, McCauley?
I think he did.
I think he might have. He's like, I know he'll get Vernon, that other guy, up in the booth. I'll get Vernon McCauley on this one. All right, thanks, Nick. 9th place, McCauley. Let's go.
9th place, he's actually getting passed right now.
You found a Red Bull machine.
Yeah, the Red Bull. Chad Osborne. See him back with Tommy Haynes right now.
He's in 10th. Now we'll go to 9th.
Yep, now we'll go back to 9th. And you got the bootlegger, Tommy Haynes. Kind of where he's been hanging out all race so far. Back between 9th and 10th. Still a good looking paint though.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we can go to 10th now. Nope, actually 11th.
11th. 11th, you got the driver with the save of the race so far, John Wimbish, in the Army car.
Wimbish having a good run here, riding P11 right now, McCauley. A little bit of eye candy for Grumpy right there, isn't it?
Yep. Grumpy should enjoy that one.
All right, so we're going to go back one more and find, well, this guy's back a little bit, isn't he?
Yep, Jeff Glockner. Hanging on to the tail end of the lead lap right now.
That's a good-looking paint job.
Yeah, it is.
Looks really clean. Kind of reminds me of the old Pepsi paint in a way that Jeff Gordon used to have.
Yeah, it's very similar.
But it's not Pepsi on that machine, McCauley.
Nope. It's iRacing world.
All right, so let's go back to 13th.
You got Brandon Freeze in the 21.
Oh, double stuffed red velvet Oreos.
Now, why would you say something like that?
Grumpy said get back on the cookie car. Grumpy, we can't. Captain Trouble's the one that put the red velvet double stuffed Oreos in there.
I might have to time them out for doing something like that.
They're killing us.
They are.
I'm going to agree with Grumpy. Y'all need Jesus. Dip the cookie car in an ice-cold cup of wall. Only Nation.
Yep.
All right, let's go back to 14th.
Yep, and you got the gentleman, Gary May, and the Mountain Dew.
Hell, I think the chat went downhill from there, Macaulay.
I think so. Usually does at this point, though.
So the gentleman a little bit off the pace here. Macaulay's got a little damage on it, don't he?
Yeah, he definitely needs a caution to get that damage repaired and get back in it.
We're going to go back to 15th position.
I believe he's the last running last running driver on the track right now. It's Stephen Ayers in the 62, 4 laps down right now.
Taking a look at the 62, and we know he's had damage for most of the race. But he's out here getting points, man, trying to get every spot he can get with that 62 car.
Yeah, just riding around.
And then
getting practice.
I think the last one being scored's on pit road right there, and that's the 11 of Casey Duncan. So that's going to do it for your through the field, and we're still probably at least 7 laps before pit stops start happening, Macaulay.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed is that gap between the first 2 and the second pack hasn't really changed much.
Take a look at that right here, 42 car. He's right behind the gentleman, Gary May, so May's about ready to go a lap down right here. He's got Jesus in room 107 tonight, Macaulay. Nation, are you in the laundry room? That's the question. And if you're in the laundry room, is the heater still working, or did you have to cut a dryer vent on a big commercial dryer and burn the building down?
I'm going with the second one.
Right. So we're back up front with the race leader, the 42 car. Man, they haven't lost a lot of time to those guys, have they?
No, they haven't.
Now, that's turning out this run anyway, Macaulay, into a good choice.
It is, so if you're that second pack, if you get right in your window, do you come in?
Well, I'm wondering if the David Elliott and Mike Rominger are in the same channel together down there.
Only one way to find out.
I don't know. We'll pull the top 10 back up so you can see it right here. Oh, you got about a 4-car battle right there. 22 of Todd Craig, 3-car Fernandez, 41 of Atkins, and they're 3 wide. And we found the race, Macaulay. Thanks, Grumpy. Yep, Nation's in the laundry room. The heater's still working too, I'm assuming. So Atkins did fall to the rear of these cars, but look at Gann take a shot to the inside on the 3. Gann's going to clear him just like that. 41 of Atkins going to follow suit, try to do the same thing. They're going to bust those teammates up, Macaulay.
Yeah, they need to start riding single file, though. They keep losing ground on the front, too.
They're losing ground on that lead pack. Every time they pass each other back here, the 42 and 29 just keep getting smaller and smaller, man. Ain't going to be too long. They won't be on the same long straightaway, Macaulay. I don't think they are. No, they're not. So these two are straightaway up right now. So Gann, it looks like Gann got to the front of those guys. He's got the 41 behind him and the 22 right behind him. And I don't think they're done side by side, and the 41's peeking to the inside right now, Macaulay.
Yeah. They're not content just riding right now.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. They logged into it tonight to race, not ride.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We're 22 laps to go, Macaulay. Pit window's open, buddy.
I'm coming.
Are you going to come in at 22 or 20?
I'm coming now.
Oh, Nation's making my logo awesome, man. All right, so here we go. We're going to take advantage of the 3-wide ride here as the 30 tries to go around the 24. And Michael Atkins Jr., the melon movement's going to take the spot. He's going to go back to third. Gann all over the bumper. Now Gann's going to boot to the outside right here, but I don't know that that's going to work. Now look at the run to 41. God, off the corner, Macaulay. Oh, now Gann's going to take another look to the inside. He might get to 22 of Cray down there with him. But I'll guarantee you this racing's going to get close.
Oh, no.
Wow. 41 might have been netcode in there, Macaulay.
May have been.
Not real sure, but there was definitely the two cars appeared to have made door love. We'll just go with something nice there.
Yeah.
Just the slightest door love, Macaulay. That's going to leave the 41 fighting back again, but he's got the 3 right behind him. Oh, what happened to Fernandez?
I missed it.
22's going to shoot to the bottom. 20 laps to go. I'm coming to pit road, Macaulay. I seen what the leaders were able to do. These two right here on the last pit cycle, and they're still 4 seconds up. I'm not going to let those guys get another 2 laps on me again.
Nope.
And here comes the 30. 22 stays out. 30's by itself, Macaulay.
That's not a good thing either.
Well, it might pick him up to get back up there with those boys. But that's going to force the hand if you're Elliott and Rominger. You can't stay out no more. You got to come this time, Macaulay. You want to watch 4 seconds get erased? That's how it gets erased. But you don't want to get out there by yourself, man. If you're out there by yourself, you're just a sitting duck.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want.
Jesus is cutting trees for a living, Nation said. Lumberjack Jesus. What is that, Macaulay?
I have no clue.
So they stayed out another lap right here, and Gary May's going to come to pit road, but Todd Cray and the 3 car are going to stay out too. So I think we got some strategy playing out, Macaulay.
We do, and they're 5.5 back from the leaders right now.
I don't know what the strategy is. My car had already been down there 4 tires and fuel. I'm kind of with the 30. I think it's time to fuel up at that point, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely with the 30 on that decision, but the longer those guys stay, I mean, they use that strategy to get the lead. Here they come.
Here they come now.
So 42, 29 pit road. 56, and here comes Cray and Fernandez and all of them.
Yep, everybody's in now.
Yep, so all your top 10 is going to come to pit road with the exception of Gann. What I'm curious is to see in 2 laps what Gann picked up on the 42 and 29, Macaulay. Where's he at on the track right now? Does he have help? Nope, he's by himself. That's not good.
Yeah, be real curious where he comes out here.
He's coming off the corner. What is it, turn 4 now?
Yep.
These guys are coming off of pit road right now. He's definitely going to pick up on them. He gained a lot on the 29 in them right here.
Where's the 42 at?
Gann's going to
There
go
he
to the
is.
lead. I told you I would have did it, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Same thing. 42 of Elliott comes off pit road right now. 29 of Rominger lost a little bit of time to him. And then here comes Wimbish, Cray, and the rest of them. Fernandez, Atkins, Cogswell, Hunt, and Freeze. So we're going to have to get worked out right here. Justin Gann is going to go to the lead. It was a no-brainer. I'm just saying. Oh, we got Bootlegger coming to pit road. Was that a penalty, Macaulay?
I think that's his first. That might be his final pit stop right now.
Yep, Nation, send them on down here. I got plenty of trees. So, if you take a look at the top 10 on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see Justin Gann, after this pit cycle with 16 laps to go, is going to get up front. He's got David Elliott in the 42 in second. Mike Rominger's 29 back in third by about 3 seconds almost. And then it's 7.5 seconds back to Todd Cray's 22 car. So long way back to the 22. He's got the 3 of Fernandez behind him, and the 41 of Atkins is about a second behind them right here. Wimbish is a lap down in between them. Cogswell's here by himself in 7. Behind him, you're going to have that 00 car, Nick Hunt, not too far back. And then Brandon Freeze, number 21, is going to come to pit road right now. And then the Red Bull car there, Chad Osborne, is going to round out the top 10. I think Haynes will move back into the top 10 after Freeze is done on pit road. So back up front, Gann and Elliott right here together, and David Elliott's able to track them down.
He is.
Macaulay.
He close. He was about a second back.
15 laps to go right here. I mean, if you're back a ways, you just got to stay in line. The 42's right on his bumper. 42's
You hope they start battling.
He's got 2 lap pressure tires than that 30 car does. David Elliott looking for his first win of the season. Possibly would be the first win since we broadcast for him, Macaulay.
Very well. Yeah, I believe so.
David Elliott in a great position right here with 14 laps to go. I think you just stay there, take care of your tires, run with them. You know, you got to put a little pressure on him because you don't want him to be able to save. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rominger don't really have drafting help back there where he's at, so he might be in trouble. Todd Cray has cut that deficit down to 4 seconds, Macaulay, so they're definitely on their way. But 13 laps isn't a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if they have enough time.
There's Rominger. He's back, 2 seconds flat now?
Yeah, but he caught a half second that lap.
Yeah, Todd Cray and them guys are mowing them down, but it's going to be close, Macaulay.
It is.
30 car showing the way. A little bit of drafting help down the straightaway from the 42, but he's a couple car lengths back right now. Gann's got to keep it perfect for 12 more laps, Macaulay. 12 more circuits around the track for the 30 car. That 42, he's got to be itching for the win, man. He has to be, Michael Macaulay.
Oh, he is. He can see it.
Rominger's going to get around the lap car, maybe get a little drafting help from him. Rominger has to make up about 2 seconds. Cray and them have to make up a little over 4 seconds. David Elliott running a little lower in the corner. He's right there. Let me go find that 5 Red Bull car Osborne again for Grumpy. Elliott sizing him up now, Macaulay. 11 laps to go. Well, Craig cut her down a few tenths. Michael Atkins cut it down some too.
Yeah, they're cutting it, but I just don't know if it's enough.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Todd Craig needs to make up almost 6 seconds to get up to the front in 11 laps, man. I just don't see the lap times doing it for him, Macaulay.
No.
I'm looking at the numbers, and it ain't adding up right now. The math is not in their favor. I knew that would get his attention.
Oh, yeah.
Rominger's trying to get there. He's only 1.5 back now, Macaulay.
He's closing it.
If he can get it up there and get a whiff of their draft, man, and that's the bootlegger behind him, ain't it?
It is.
He's a lap down, but, I mean, he could possibly help Rominger get up there and battle for this lead. And this could very well be a 3-car battle. I don't think it's going to be a 5-car battle, Macaulay.
No, I think it could be a 3, but no more than that.
10 laps to go. I think we might see a 3-car, but not a 5-car because the 29-car Rominger is catching those top 2. Once he gets close enough that he can feel the draft from that 30-car, he's going to pull right up to him. Literally.
Didn't cut too much that lap.
That makes him want to deep throat a hand grenade, Macaulay.
Jeez.
9 laps to go. They're counting down. Where's Atkins? Where's the mellow movement?
He's 6 right now.
Man, he's back there a ways, and he's got Wimbish is back there with him, but Wimbish is a lap down right now. I think all the way 10th place back is a lap down, and then 10th is Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, Tommy Haynes' first car 1 lap down right now.
Atkins really needs that car right behind him to pull up to him a little bit. Todd Craig just ain't. They're not picking up enough here, Macaulay. 8 to go, 7 to go, wherever we're at. 8 to go.
They need these leaders to start battling. That's the only way they're really going to start catching.
The only guy that is gaining on those guys is this 3rd-place driver right here, the 29 car of Mike Rominger. And Rominger's got good help from that 17 drafting down the straightaway, and I think he might be picking up on their draft now, Macaulay.
Oh, I believe so. He's got it within a second now.
He is knocking the time off 0.8 of a second between him and the 2 leaders up there. 7.5 to go. I think Rominger is in the best spot to catch these 2 and do something. You've seen Rominger work the entire run, the last run with the 42. They were able to maintain a 4-second gap all the way through that pit run, Macaulay.
Yep.
I called that pit cycle early, right when I got in the window, because if you come in early, you're going to pick up a ton of time, and you won't give up a ton when you're on a racetrack. He's got their draft now, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah.
0.4 of a second separate 1st and 3rd. That 3rd-place driver, Mike Rominger, has got the foot through the floorboard right now, Michael Macaulay. He's going up there for the – he's going to try to get it, ain't he? 7 to go.
Plenty of time left.
He drove her up there like Miss Daisy, but he's almost there. 0.4 of a second separate him from those lead 2 cars. He's got their draft. They've pulled away from the 17 car now, Tommy Haynes. Hey, Bootsky. Your leader's still Justin Gann, 42, David Elliott on his bumper. Now you have the 29 car of Mike Rominger almost on both their bumpers. You see Todd Cray and Fernandez come off the corner back there. They're still back. What are they back, McCauley? 5 seconds still.
Yep.
Rominger, though, just patiently worked his way from, 3 seconds back?
If not more.
He's caught the rear bumper of the 42 of David Elliott riding in second. I think we're going to have a race.
No, I think so.
Mike Rominger's right there. We've seen him work with the 42. Do you think he'll work with the 42 around the 30, McCauley?
I believe so. They're teammates, so.
No, Rominger lost a little bit right there through that corner. He pulls right back up on him on the straightaway. And he might have been dropping back to help the maybe giving the 42 room so they could get a run and work on that 30 a little bit. There's going to be 4 to go when they go by the line this time.
Yeah, Chad Osborne, your lap car, could play effect in here.
He could. And McCauley, we could still have a caution.
We could.
I won't say that too loud. I'll whisper it next time. We could still have a caution. Nope. Not here. Not with these gentlemen of the Hyperdrive Cup Series. We don't see many yellow flags. You see what Nation said?
Yep.
If we're around later, he's going to live stream and throw a homeless dude off the property. We're going to see this live stream. It's got to happen. Here's the pass for the lead. It worked, McCauley. 29 able to push the 42 to the front. That's going to leave the 29 and 30 side by side. Where's Chad Osborne, the lap car, going to go? Actually, the 29 cleared him. Second place, he's going to throw the block on. 3 to go, that's what you do.
Yep. David Elliott loves seeing that behind him.
Gann's going to go get that spot back, though. He'll get in front of the 29 car. Yeah, David Elliott loves it. But I don't want to be out in front of those guys so they can get a big-ass run on me down the straightaway, McCauley.
No.
That's the only bad thing, and that's what's going to happen right here. 2 to go this time. David Elliott going for at least the first win of the season here. And possibly his first win in the Hyperdrive Cup Series, McCauley.
Yeah, very well could be.
I'm breaking the damn gas pedal off through the floor. I'm not kidding, McCauley. I'm just tearing that thing off right now.
Yep.
I'm 1.5 laps away from calling myself a winner in the Hyperdrive Cup Series, and we might have some 3-wide crap going on. Elliott's going to have to hold off that run, though, from the 30. Again, he's not done yet. No, sir. I don't know that I want to be the leader with 2 to go.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in.
They're trying to get a run. The 42's going to go to the bottom and block him right here. Rominger took a peek to the top. Nothing changes. White flag last time. 3 drivers battling for the win, or for the lead and for the win. 42, David Elliott. 30, Justin Gann. And 29 of Mike Rominger. I don't know, McCauley, who's it going to be?
I have no clue. You can see Gann, he backed up, looked like try to get a run here.
He's backing up to get a run, and Rominger's all over everywhere but Gann's bumper. Oh, it's coming down to the wire, Michael McCauley. This is when the racing gets good. The people are on the edge of their seat. I know I am. Last time out of turn 4. Down the straightaway, could it be? Oh, McCauley, it is. The 42 of David Elliott's going to win it. Mike Rominger to second at the line. Justin Gann's going to bring it home third. What a finish. Todd Cray and them are going to come in about what? They were back a bit.
Yeah, they were.
I think I had a COVID sneeze. Man, what a race.
Went down to the wire.
The Mellon movement right here, bringing it home sixth. There's going to be a party for that team tonight. David Elliott, what a performance at the end. And Rominger just pulling off that pass for second at the line, McCauley. At the line.
Yeah.
That's good team stuff right there, ain't it?
It is.
See Todd Cray's 22 car slowing it down there. Cray's going to bring it home in the fourth spot. It was all a matter of when they pitted, McCauley. Literally.
Yeah, it was.
It was a matter of when they pitted. That's what that race come down to. Unfortunately, it didn't work out good for the 22, the 3, the 41, the 27-005, and the rest of the field. Tune in Friday night. Grumpy's going chaos mode. We're there, Grumpy. Let me get to that 42. I think he burned it down and stopped.
He did already. That was a quick burnout
That
for
was
him.
the quickest burnout ever. So we're going to wait for those guys to get in the booth here or get in the waiting room, and we're going to do our post-race interviews. As they're looking at the top 5, we got all these guys getting settled down now. They're settling down to disconnect, McCauley. And we can, I guess we can go back about 50 seconds, and we're going to get his burnouts here. I'm going to cheat him, McCauley. So there's the 42. All right, Nation, we're going to check you out later for the live stream of you throwing the homeless dude off the Days Inn property. 8 p.m., don't be late this time. Have a good night, Grumpy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Now we're watching the 42 burn it down. We want to show you that burnout. It wasn't a long one, so we want to show it to you. That's going to be the Allegiant Airlines right there, McCauley.
Yep.
And the 42, a quick, sweet burnout. That's what we're going to get from him, and he's going to burn it out a little bit more right here. And he's going to disconnect just like that. So we'll go back 20 more seconds, and we're going to pause it right there. Get this figured out, McCauley.
Yeah, you have had some practice here.
Yeah, and I guess we'll throw a commercial up real quick for you guys, a couple of them. thing. I did that. I muted this David Elliott, so we're unmuted now. We'll let you talk a little bit more. You get some extra time.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that's now we luckily, like I said, me and Mike Rominger, we've ran a couple of years now. This is about our second year together. We run couple different leagues, and we run some official stuff. And he's just a great guy. I love working with him, and I do the same thing with him. You know, if he would have got out front of me, I would have pushed him by because we knew it was going to take at least two or three cars to get ahead of everybody. But luckily, thanks to everybody here at Swift Motorsports, everybody at Hyperdrive, Butt Kicker, Primetime Motorsports, Performance Motorsports, just one hell of a. I guess it'll be an early Christmas present.
There you go, man. That's what it's all about. I think we got a little bit of a break, and we're going to come back to. I'm not looking at the schedule. You looking at it, Macaulay?
I had it up
January 6th to Watkins Glen. So how are you on the road course, David, before we get you out of here?
I can run in the top 5 or 10 there. I'm not going to – there's some other guys that are way faster on the road course, but I can hold my own.
All right, man. We look forward to seeing you back on the racetrack again. Congratulations. Go celebrate it.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all at WFO. Thank y'all.
Thank you, David. So that was David Elliott, the race winner. And who'd we have in second? Mike Rominger?
Yep, we had Mike Rominger.
He's not in the waiting room, is he?
Nope, not yet.
I'm going to have to go find him. Where's
Being
he
Performance Motorsports.
I got him. Mike Rominger, you got Vern and Michael McCauley in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Macaulay, I think this is your interview. I almost stole it from you.
No, you're good.
Mike.
So, Mike,
go
ahead, Vern, you can take it.
No, you take it. It's your interview. You take it.
All right. So, Mike, as we fight over the interview here, walk us through your race here.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay in the top 5 as most of the races I could. People getting up on people and draft by you. It's hard to do anything if you don't have any help with these cars. So, I just tried to put myself in a good situation at the end of the race, so I have a teammate, and it worked out. I wish I could have got another spot, but I screwed up coming off pit road, so David deserved that. He drove a hell of a race.
Yeah, it looked like you got hung out to dry there a couple times. You were talking about the draft. It looked like quite a few times you got hung out.
Oh yeah, I knew I would. It's just it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, so we saw you guys did a little strategy, get off sequence a little bit. Guys got a 4-second lead there. Was that kind of your plan getting into the race? Did you have a pit strategy coming into it?
No, we just went off here. I mean, we just it just fell the way it fell. We didn't have no plan really.
Yeah, no, it was a great performance. It's definitely have a strong season going on so far. I see it's going to be your 5th top 5, I believe.
Awesome.
So you're definitely starting out the season real great, real strong. You looking forward to Watkins Glen in a couple weeks here? You got 2 weeks off? No.
No, I'm terrible. I'll finish in the back there. So.
I mean, you got 2 weeks to practice, so.
Yeah, well, if it's any road course, I'm glad it's Watkins Glen. So
Yeah, and anyone that's probably about the one I would prefer out of any of them.
Oh yeah.
But anybody you like to thank while we got you in the booth here?
Yeah, thank you guys for putting up the show, and Justin for the league, and all the admins, and everybody down at Performance, and Hyperdrive for the sponsor.
Yeah, no, thank you. Like I said, have a great Christmas and New Year's, and good luck at Watkins Glen.
Yep, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and congrats on second, Mike.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, so we got another interview, Macaulay. That was Mike Rominger, 3rd place or 2nd place finisher. Now we got to go get the 3rd place driver. We fighting over this one?
Nah, you can have this one.
Just getting clear before we almost. I thought we were going to come to blows on the last one.
I thought so. Got close.
Justin Gann, you're in the broadcast booth with Vern and Michael. You got a copy, buddy?
I got y'all.
All right. Before I ask you any questions, you had the pit stop of the race at the end.
Yeah, I was stuck around Todd and Roy all night, so I knew they were going to work together at coming to the end. So I decided to off pit from everybody else and take two, and hope I could catch back up to David and Mike, and it worked out pretty good. But it's all on who that third driver is going to go with in the end. So unfortunately, I brought home third, but you know what? It's a podium finish, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it looked like you got caught right in between a couple of teammates there. Well, you had a couple teammates come up behind you, and then you got caught up in between them going to the line right there. Really close. I think you missed second by, what, inches?
Yeah, I I was pushing really hard, hoping to get a run off of 4, and I pushed a little too much, so I had to lift, so that didn't help at all. And Mike, he was running hard, so he was able to fly by me, especially with the draft. So I mean, it was really good racing out of everybody up front, so I had a blast tonight.
So I think the bigger thing, though, is when you guys, right before you pitted, you were probably 4 seconds or so behind the 42 and the 29.
Yeah, it was a good ways.
So by making the judgment of pitting when you did, you were able to erase that entire gap and get out in front of both of them.
Yeah, it was definitely a risky decision. I'm sitting there talking to my team, and I'm like, you know what, I could pit now, take 2. Said, but the only problem is I need to come out behind somebody, or else they're going to run me back down.
You got to have help.
Yeah, so if not, they'd have to separate as well. And it looked like they separated for a little while, but eventually they were able to link back up. So.
Well, I'm telling you, it got about 21 to go, and me and Macaulay's in the booth here, and I'm like, Macaulay, I'm coming to pit road. I'm a short pit him and get the track position, and then right after I said it, I watched you dive to pit road. It was awesome,
Yep.
awesome. But, I mean, not underscoring the rest of the race, because you literally battled for the lead on and off since the drop of the green flag here.
Yeah, it was a lot of people working together, and a lot of people just trying to get track position, because it's definitely a big deal. So there was a lot of strategy throughout every driver this race. And 0 cautions. I mean, everybody drove a great race. There was some contact out there, but it's part of racing sometimes.
Macaulay, you want to help me out on the YouTube real quick? I don't know if Michael Macaulay caught that or not.
Yep, I can do that.
Time him out for about a year or 2.
Yep, I'm
Sorry
on
about that, Justin. When you do that public YouTube, man, you get these spam bots pop up in these chats now.
Yeah, that did that earlier this week on another broadcast. So
yeah, it's happening to everybody, and it's spam bots that are doing it. So YouTube's having problems with their algorithm figuring out how to stop it, probably.
Yeah,
but Macaulay will time him out for about 10 years, so it'll be all right.
They'll be gone for a couple weeks.
Well, I thought you might pull something off there. I was beginning to think that, especially when it got down to about 3 to go there, Justin, and still you were able to erase the deficit and still have a really good race and get on the podium here at Indianapolis tonight.
Oh yeah, I had a blast. So looking forward to next week.
How's your road course skills?
Well, last time we went to a road course, I ended up winning, but we had some really fast drivers. Most of our road course drivers aren't racing the Cup Series this season, so I might have a good chance again. So we'll have to see.
Well, that worked out good then. Man, I'm telling you tonight, you had not just the people on YouTube, but you guys literally had me and Macaulay on the edge of our seat.
Oh yeah, man, this car, it's hard to separate from this car, and I'm sure it definitely puts on good racing. I go back and watch these broadcasts each week, and they just get better and better. So definitely looking forward to going back and watching this race.
Man, the car count looks good. week in and week out. You guys have held on good throughout the season on that, and it's just been you're right. Week in and just week to week, it gets better and better. And I don't know that the racing action has been any better than the finish that we've seen here at Indianapolis. That's how good it was, Justin. And you were part of that in that top 3 right there. And actually, with about 2 to go, I think you were leading it. 3 to go.
Yeah, it was. I knew they were going to make a move. I just didn't know when, and I kind of hoped that David and Mike were going to try to battle a little bit there at the end, and I'd be able to put a little cushion. But it just didn't end up working that way. So.
I thought they made it too soon on you. When they did it,
yeah,
I thought they did it too soon, Justin.
Yeah, I would have waited, about 2 to go to pass like that, but I had a chance for a run and just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, you got to have help, like you said. If they line up next to you, then the draft is going to favor them.
Yep.
But you got it in the top 3, and there was just literally hundredths of a second between the top 3 cars. I think that's what put us all on the edge. So congratulations to you for that. Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth tonight, Justin?
Oh, yeah, I got to thank the sponsor, Ayers Eye Racing Paints, my Team 4X, KC for spotting for us there towards the end. A lot of help out there. Got to thank all the drivers for racing respectfully and putting on a good show. I want to thank everybody in the backgrounds over here at Swift Motorsports for putting this league on and everything that they do, along with you guys over there at WFO for putting on the broadcast each week.
Well, we thank you guys for allowing us to come over and put on the broadcast, and we got a pretty good crew that comes in and chats with us week in and week out, and I know I have a ton of fun with it, and I'm sure Macaulay does too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, we see that.
Yeah, we have a ton of fun with those guys, and they're gonna have. We just want to bring in more and more people. I mean, the racing is great. It really is. When you got a couple of broadcasters so excited that they're just screaming it out, and then you got all the people in there saying, "Oh my gosh, look!" Because the racing's that good, Justin. So you guys,
that's exciting.
You guys with this Cup car have really been able to put on a show, and I think we got a little break before we get back to racing action here, so can't wait for it, man.
Yeah, have a good holiday, guys.
You too.
You too.
We wish everybody on YouTube, actually, and everyone over here at Swift Motorsports, not just the Hyperdrive Cup Series, but the entire league, happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. And we're going to come back in 2022, Macaulay.
Yes, we are.
You're going to come back racing in 2022, Justin. You believe that?
Man, another year gone.
Another one in the books, right?
Yeah.
That just means you guys are getting more years under your. Actually, you're getting more years under your hat as a league owner.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been a good experience. Definitely a lot of work, but the drivers, they make it worth it. So
it's a lot more work than what people think, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a ton of work. I'm definitely thankful for everybody that helps me with the league and the broadcasting that I have through you guys in Turn 3, and everybody's just doing an excellent job, and it makes it that much easier.
Well, thank you, Justin. It is, and I know. I mean, I'm in your position for a couple of nights a week, and I know exactly how it is, and you understand it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes the drivers don't. There's certain times that I can't get to something, and it's like, oh no, you know what I mean? But it's not the end of the world. We're going to make the show go on one way or the other, right?
That's right.
Congrats on the third place finish tonight. Awesome run for you, and we look forward to seeing you racing at Watkins Glen, buddy.
All righty, appreciate it.
So that was Justin Gann right there. And I think that's our interviews tonight, Macaulay.
Yep, that's the top 3 there.
What do I need to turn off here? There we go. Need to turn off the in-car. I'm going to pull up the results real quick because we're about 10:15 now. So on the
Yep.
results, we had 16 starters. I'll go 8. You go 8.
Yep, that works.
All right, your race winner once again. We had him in a broadcast booth. That was an epic failure, by the way. I very seldom make mistakes like that, and thank you for catching me. But we had almost an entire interview done when we called that.
Yep.
When you called it for me, and but David Elliott did an awesome job putting something together there, Macaulay.
Oh, he did.
And still, we were able to get a good interview on YouTube. So, not just congrats on the win, David Elliott, but thank you for saving the commentator's ass tonight. That's effectively what he did. Second place, we've seen his teammate pass right at the line, literally. The 29 of Mike Rominger bringing it home P2. In third, we just had him in the booth here. That's Justin Gann in the 30. Back and forth was the 22 of Todd Cray, and it was all pit strategy, Macaulay.
Yes, it was.
Fifth place was his teammate. That's the 3-car Roy Fernandez. And back in sixth, the Mellon movement, the 41 car right there, Michael Atkins Jr. Seventh place, the 27 of Jonathan Cogswell. And back in eighth, the 00 car of Nick Hunt. Take it away, Macaulay.
All right, and then ninth, you had Chad Osborne in the Red Bull car. 10th, Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger. Finishing 11th was Brandon Fries in the 21. Finishing 12th, John Wimbish in the 56. 13th, Jeff Glockner in the 24. Finishing 14th was Gary May, the gentleman. 15th, Steve Ayers. 16th, Toby Bird. And rounding out the field was KC Duncan in 11.
And that's going to do it for the results. That's going to do it for the racing for us over here at Swift until 2022, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, imagine that.
So from everyone at the WFO Racing Network, we want to wish our Thursday night drivers, their crew, their families, all the people that come into the Thursday night chat and the YouTube and view it, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys back on January 6th at Watkins Glen.
Yep, good night.
So we're going to be back at a road course, Macaulay.
We are.
Well, that gives them plenty of time to practice for it, don't it?
We all need
Christmas.
practice at road course.
That's
Yep, we
right.
all need to practice.
So have a great weekend as well, and we'll see you back